So I'm here at Chiuse Vineyard, one of the great Brunello producers of Montalcino, and we're at the 2016 Vendemmia harvest, probably halfway through. Nicolo and Lorenzo, thank you for having us here.
It's a pleasure for us to have you here.
How is the 2016 vintage looking?
It's looking very well. We have a very, very good grape this year in Chiuse. We are selecting the grape in this moment. We already have selected the grape for the Rosso di Montalcino. Normally with a good time we do before the rest. And in this moment we are selecting the grape for Riserva from the oldest vineyard, the Chiuse number 2. And we will pick for Brunello next days after Riserva, because we left the bigger bunches and we want to mature it a little bit more, and then it's finished.
How do you differentiate between which grapes go into Rosso and which go into the Brunello?
From the Rosso we go in all the vineyards and we pick the grape that for us is not very good matured or have a little defect, but this year is really good, but also, and the mass part become from the youngest vineyard. Then the Riserva is coming only from the old vineyard, and we pick only the smallest bunches, because the smallest bunches have more concentration, and in the same time early, because we need good acidity. And also because the oldest vineyard is a little bit late in growing, and so the acidity is higher. Then for this reason we wait for the Brunello grape that is the bigger bunches but perfect, and need a little bit more time.
Lorenzo, can you just take us through the season, because that obviously impacts on how the grapes develop. So what's the season been like, starting from...
So it's a very interesting vintage. We start from a pretty difficult spring because we get a little more rain compared to a perfect vintage, but that in one side increased the quality, because that decreased the medium production from Montalcino, lower production mean a higher quality. After that, and that for me is what makes the difference, we had a perfect summer, because it was sunny, very sunny, but the highest temperature were no more than 30 degrees, which is for me the main difference between 2015 and 2016. And after that we get 4 or 5 days of rain. That challenge you, because of when you get so many days of rain, you have to work on time, keeping out some leaves and making a really low production to get no mold or other defect on the grapes. So at the end is a vintage with a great concentration, but most important is very, very elegant, with a great acidity.
And the last time we had 2 vintages together that were rated as 5-star was 2006 and 7. 2015 was 5-star. Do you think there's a chance that 16 will be 5-star also?
For sure, for Chiuse is a 5 stars. I think so, yeah, I think so. Even for me, 2016 is even better than 2015. Probably 2015 will be a bit more approachable with smoother tannins. 2016 show a little more character and also a higher acidity. So if you see the parameters of those grapes are just perfect. Right quantity of alcohol, right quantity of acidity. The phenolic maturation is just perfect. So if you work it hard selecting the grapes, you did a great job this year, so yeah, why not?
And you've created a benchmark with your Riserva, because I think with your 2010 Riserva you're not releasing it for 10 years. You made a Riserva, you'll make a Riserva in 2015 and also 16?
For sure in the 2016, 2015 we'll see probably a little bit lower production, as 2015 is of course it's a great vintage, but like you said, it's a kind of vintage that show a great balance from the beginning. Like we say, the Reserva is released after 10 years from the harvest, so that means wines with a great potential life. So you need to have a really nice acidity and pretty hard tannins to get a so long life. So probably we're going to release the Reserva for both of the vintages, but 2015 with a bit lower cost, in terms of quantity.
And again, not released for 10 years.
Yeah.
Nicolo and Lorenzo, thank you very much, and we hope that that great harvest continues.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Buon appetito!
Buon appetito!
Io vorrei un bicchiere. Guarda, c'è qui questo
Questo è tuo.
Che cos'è questo?
Grazie.
Lore, vuoi il bicchiere per l'acqua?